The man was cleaning out the villa he inherited from his grandfather, when he discovered an old worn-out coffin in the basement. As he got closer he noticed it gave off a strange but pleasant scent, so he assumed the coffin had to be some kind of antique. He dragged it back to the living room, and carefully cleaned off the dust. Just as he was about to lift the padding and check the compartment underneath, he was stunned by what he saw. The inside of the coffin was packed with ancient gears. This only convinced him more that the coffin was valuable. He called his mechanically skilled friend to help him investigate. His friend found a winding key, made of pure gold among the gears. He cautiously inserted it into a nearby hole, and gave it a few turns. To their surprise, the gears inside the coffin began to move again. Curious about the coffin's true purpose, Jason decided to put his pet goldfish inside. Then he wound the key a full 100 times. As the gears turned, red lightning shot toward the goldfish in the center, but the goldfish didn't seem too affected. Jason searched for answers in an old book they found in the coffin, but the ancient unfamiliar language was completely incomprehensible. Just then his friend noticed the goldfish had stopped moving. They both thought the lightning had killed it, but when the winding key finished its last rotation, the goldfish suddenly came back to life. Jason decided to ask his brother, a university professor, for help. His brother combed through the entire library and finally found a clue. The coffin was apparently built by an ancient pharaoh to put himself into a temporary death-like state, but no one had ever figured out exactly how it worked. Boldly, Jason climbed into the coffin himself to test it out. His friend stood by with a video camera recording the whole thing. As his brother wound the key tightly, red lightning surged toward Jason, and he instantly lost consciousness. His brother was thrown into a panic. Meanwhile, Jason looked in shock at his own body. He tried to touch his friend, but his arm passed right through him. Just as they were about to call for help, Jason suddenly sat up from the coffin. He described his experience of becoming a spirit. After 2 hours of mental preparation, his brother climbed into the coffin too. This time they wound the key 200 times. His brother's soul left his body. After glancing at himself lying still in the coffin, he phased through the wall and left the room. He kept walking in one direction, trying to test how far his soul could go from his body. Before he knew it, he had reached a train track. The sight of an oncoming train made him scream in terror. The next moment his soul snapped back into his body. When it was the friend's turn, his disabled legs miraculously worked while in spirit form. He walked through a wall and happened to see the girl he liked arguing with her boyfriend. He looked at her with pain in his heart, wanting to wipe away her tears, but just then the winding key reached its final turn, and his spirit slowly faded into the air. After taking turns with the experience, the three of them shared what they had gone through, but the brother warned the others not to try it again, since they still didn't know if the coffin had any side effects. But an excited Jason ignored the warning completely. As soon as his brother and friend left, he eagerly climbed back into the coffin. This time he wound the key 500 times on his own. His spirit headed straight to the convenience store, where he worked. Meanwhile, the store owner was happily counting the day's earnings. Once everything checked out, the owner walked over to the safe to stash the cash, never suspecting the password had already been memorized by the invisible Jason standing right beside him.